This is from Yard Barker. 3 under-the-radar Browns players that can single-handedly shift Cleveland's 2024 season for the better. They go defensive tackle Mike Hall Jr. Hall will not have to line up day one as a starter for the Browns. Instead, he'll be able to ease into the rotation. If he can become a key 3 tech for the defense and be disruptive in this first year, that'd be huge. Running back Deontay Foreman, with the uncertainty around Nick Chubb, when Nick Chubb will return, Foreman will be able to carry some of the workload until the Browns get their top running back onto the field. If he can be productive with the offensive line, he can be a weapon. And defensive end Alex Wright is number 4 pass rusher for Cleveland. Wright had 5 sacks last year. If he can take another leap, the Browns will give him even more snaps. Yeah, I expect all 3 of those things to happen.
Yeah. The right one's curious too because he's not really a pass rushing defensive end. He's a strong side setter, but he had 4 sacks to finish out the year, 4 consecutive games in the regular season. Like he was really coming on strong. And then you look at what they already have in that room as far as pass rushers. You're like, man, it's quarterbacks are going to be in trouble. That's all I can say is between Miles, Zadarius, Ogba, and you add Alex Wright to that. I just think that that's a very formidable group, probably as deep as anyone in the league at that particular position. I think Deontay Foreman is going to be a fan favorite. I just think that they're going to really appreciate how hard nosed this guy runs. And anytime he's been fed, anytime he gets 20 plus carries in the game, he puts on the yards and he gets stronger as the game goes. And that's always a fan friendly type of running back, especially if you're playing with the lead and you're trying to put a game away. He's a guy that can do that. And then once Chubb comes back, he kind of defaults into what Kareem was for you in that short yardage situation. So I'm really excited to see what he can do. And then Michael Hall, like for me, they don't have trouble rushing the passer from the interior anyway. You know, if you look at Quentin Jefferson, you look at Maurice Hurst, what Shelby can give you, Dalvin, you add another player like this, and if he can really come on and be a difference maker, it's just the rotation's ridiculous. You know, it's maybe not the top end of some of the other teams on the interior, but from top to bottom to being able to get after a quarterback, man, they've really set the table for themselves on this defense.
The thing that he gives you is he gives you another guy that's quick off the ball. I mean, think
Very.
about what think about that. You can go and pick. You have 3 guys that get off the ball that quickly. There aren't many offensive lines that you can't pick a spot and go, okay, this guy gets off the ball slow. Let's have him deal with you.
And especially in the fourth quarter of games, when you have that kind of depth, you can keep that kid fresh and you can unleash him in the fourth quarter. And he has no business moving like that for a 290-pound kid. And he's super young. Once again, the age guardrails come into factor here. So we might not see the best out of him for 2 or 3 seasons, but just to be able to have that depth, that kind of athleticism that you can unleash at certain times in a game on third and longs and just let him go hunt. I think he's going to be in a great situation here in Cleveland.